The dark truth about Lehman Brothers, the bank that busted the world. In the heart of Wall Street, a titan of finance once stood tall. This was Lehman Brothers, a name that would become synonymous with the biggest financial collapse in history. Lehman Brothers was more than just a bank. It was an institution, a symbol of American capitalism that had weathered financial storms for over 150 years. However, beneath the veneer of invincibility, cracks were beginning to show. Risky trading strategies and reckless business decisions were threatening the very foundations of the bank. In 2007, the housing bubble burst. Lehman Brothers had heavily invested in the subprime mortgage market. Now, the bank faced a crisis of monumental proportions. Despite the warnings, Lehman Brothers management remained oblivious. They continued with business as usual, sure that the bank would weather this storm as it had so many before. As the crisis deepened, Lehman Brothers found itself on the brink of bankruptcy. Yet, the government turned a blind eye, unwilling to bail out the sinking ship. The bank's downfall was swift. On September 15, 2008, Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy, sending shockwaves throughout the global financial community. The impact was immediate. Stock markets plunged worldwide. Businesses went under. Millions lost their jobs. The global economy was in free fall. The Lehman Brothers collapse exposed the dark truth of Wall Street's reckless behavior. The pursuit of profit, regardless of the consequences, had catastrophic results. In the aftermath, the world was left to pick up the pieces. Economies were in ruins. People's lives were shattered. The consequences of the bank's failure were far-reaching. However, the story doesn't end there. The collapse of Lehman Brothers led to a profound shift in how the world viewed finance. Suddenly, the notion that banks were too big to fail was challenged. The idea that financial institutions could operate without regulation was dismissed. Governments worldwide started to crack down on risky financial practices. New regulations were put in place to prevent a similar crisis from happening again. Yet, the legacy of Lehman Brothers lives on. The bank's collapse serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked capitalism. The story of Lehman Brothers is a cautionary tale. It's a warning to those who believe they can ignore the signs of a looming crisis. The bank's collapse is a lesson on the importance of transparency and accountability in the world of finance. It is a testament to the devastating effects of greed and the relentless pursuit of profit. The dark truth about Lehman Brothers is a grim reminder of the potential dangers lurking in our financial systems. The bank's failure shows us the importance of robust regulation and the need for a more responsible approach to finance. It underscores the need for vigilance and careful management in order to safeguard our economy. The collapse of Lehman Brothers teaches us that we ignore the signs of financial instability at our peril. It is a stark reminder that when banks fail, it's not just the financial world that suffers, but people and societies too. The story of Lehman Brothers is an important lesson in the history of global finance. It serves as a warning, a wake-up call to banks and governments around the world. The dark truth about Lehman Brothers should not be forgotten. Its legacy should serve as a guide for the future. We must learn from the mistakes of the past to ensure that history does not repeat itself. The collapse of Lehman Brothers was a turning point in world finance. It was a wake-up call that changed the way we think about banks and finance. The dark truth about Lehman Brothers is a lesson we cannot afford to forget. It is a lesson in responsibility, in accountability, and in the importance of robust financial systems. In the end, the story of Lehman Brothers is a cautionary tale. It's a story of how greed and recklessness can lead to disaster. The dark truth about Lehman Brothers, the bank that busted the world. A story of a bank's fall and the world's wake-up call.